la 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 la, tek tek, tek 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 la 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 la, tek tek tek, tek 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 la 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 la. La 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 la, ba 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 ba, la 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 la, pop tech. La 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 la, tech. La 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 la, la ba 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 la la, ba 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 ba, tech 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 tech, ba 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 la 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 la, la 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 la, ba 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 ba, la 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 la, ba ba tech, la la la. La la ba 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 ba.
Hello! Oh look, the Minecraft connection was lost. You're not even supposed to be seeing that yet. How are you? Welcome to another exciting evening of Roar Stream here on a New Year's Eve edition of the show.
The Irish unification of the 2024.
I see Sprawl is here. What's going on, Sprawl? How are you? I don't know what that means, but I'm sure there's a very good explanation for it. How are you? What's going on? Let's go upstairs. We got a lot to do. I got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it. I did have a vague idea. What does that have to do? It's almost not 2024 anymore. What does that have to do with right now? I'm not clear. How are you, Sprawl? How's your New Year's Eve? Let's get to Wordle. That's not Wordle. Let's get you off the screen. Let's get you on the screen. There we go. There's still time. Is Irish a word? How about flags? How about I don't have time to screw around with Wordle today. How about we got a lot to do, a lot to see, a lot to experience. How about Lumpy. How about Lumpy? Oh, it's not Lumpy. How about... Also, I'm going to put you on emote only mode for 2 seconds because I don't want to accidentally read a spoiler. We're getting close. How about Lomer? How about Lemmer? Lemon? Oh, dang. Okay, how about how about lemur? Bullshit. Lemur is not in the horseshit. Oh, it's spelled with a U. It's spelled with a U. Never mind. Okay, disregard. How about there can only be so many things. Lemp. See, you can still do that. That's good to know. That's not the button I was looking for. Animal Crossing. There we go. What could it possibly be? Lemmer? Lemmed? It's not lemmed. It could just be lemur. Didn't I try Oh, I tried lemur and I spelled it wrong. I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. That was silly of me. All right, let me send that over to Wordle. I knew that I spelled it wrong, but it didn't occur to me just to spell it correctly. I could have gotten that in 3, I think, right? Oh, you're out of emote only. Sorry, I just realized that I need to actually do that, or somebody's gonna accidentally spoil it for me, and then I'm gonna feel bad, and then it's gonna suck. What's going on, Feelanoid? How are you? How are you on this fantastic New Year's Eve? I got it in 5, I think. It was lemur. By the way, I was telling Kitty earlier, I have some new tech with the audio. Look at this. Boom. If we want to see how audio is doing, if things are like, hey, too loud, too not loud, I can pull that up and say, hey, what do I need to, what does it need to go up or down? But that's for the future. This is going to be the year of fixing the audio. It's going to be the year of fixing a lot of things. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Gosh dang it. It's going to be a year of improvements. Let me post this. How are you feeling, Lloyd? Post that there. So, we've got some stuff to do tonight. First things first, we've got Wordle. Wordle's done. Next thing we're going to do, there is... Like my dick. Like my dick. Next thing we've got to do, let me pull up the old scribble pad over here. So, the next month is coming up. We've got some movies to pick. I need to pick 9, it looks like. 9 movies. So I need 9 rolls of the wheel. This shouldn't take too long. Basically, guys, here's what's going on. I have to burn about an hour and a half's worth of time. The fireworks show over at Disney is at 11:50. I think I've got enough content, not 100%. So let's go ahead and pull some movies and see what exciting movies I get to watch for the rest of the month. How are you guys? What day is today? How was your Tuesday? Was it everything you hoped it would be? So our first movie I'm required to watch for January is Full Metal Jacket. I need to watch that by January 3rd. Boop. Anyone seen Full Metal Jacket? I've only heard mixed things about Full Metal Jacket. That They Live?
Wow.
I don't know how to find They Live. I bet you it's probably on like Pluto. That's okay. I'm looking forward to They Live. They Live's one of those ones I feel like I have needed to see for a long time. Hope you guys got coffee. We're going for the long haul today.
Steers and queers come from Texas and you don't look like a steer. This is Full Metal Jacket.
We'd rather spend the end of the year with you. Guys, that's honestly, real talk, that's honestly really, really touching that you want to be here with me. That's very sweet. I love having you guys here. You're some of my best friends, and I appreciate that. We're going hardcore on the sweet mode tonight. Strange World is the third one. Boo this movie. Boo this movie. Boo it. We got really close to Starship Troopers on that roll.
Wow.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that one too. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Who said I wanted to be here with you? I mean, you know, if we want to be real, I never said I wanted to be here with me either, but I'm stuck with me. Rory's gonna hate 2001? No bullshit. What do you mean? Why? Why would you think that? It's a classic. It's a classic. Patch Adams, we get our first Robin Williams for the month. To be fair, you're not going to be here long enough to actually interfere with New Year's. Oh, that's true. You're on Central Time, aren't you? Or Mountain Time? No, Central. My prediction: you'll say it's boring. Do we need to watch? We're gonna watch the. Let's. I don't usually do this, but we're gonna watch the intro. The what do you call it? The promotional material. I want to see, because I don't know anything about 2001: Space Odyssey. It's artistic. I thought you said autistic.
Wow.
Aladdin and the King of Thieves. All right, our second Robin Williams for the month. So far, to reiterate: Full Metal Jacket, They Live, Strange World, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Patch Adams, Aladdin the King of Thieves. Watch the trailer for all of these. I usually do that for the tier list. What is that? Yeah, oh, this month's gonna suck. Ooh, we got 2 bad ones. Sprawl, let me tell you something. The Thing, 100% safe. I can almost 100% guarantee you that the Thing is gonna stay in B. If we have to deal with Onward and Strange World, no way is the Thing staying, dropping below B. I can't promise that. We'll have to know by the next spoilers. No way. Oh, I was gonna say, if we got the good dinosaur as well, good lord. Oh, I honestly thought you meant Buffalo the city too, so I can see where Kitty would thinks that. That's fair. But Buffalo the animal. We got one more. One more to go. I'm gonna pop this into the Devil Bot. I've got other stuff to do tonight. If we run out of time, or if we have a whole lot, I already watched this. No, I already watched Rabbit Ears Pecos Bill. It was kind of boring and terrible. I have nothing to say about it that you would find interesting. Fun fact, Roar, the They Live was also done by the guy that made the thing. Oh, really? Apocalypse Now. What a weird fucking night. What a weird list. What a weird list. Also, I think Russian Roulette's probably still broken. I did not work on that today. Hello, Devil Machine. I am going to watch these movies this month. In about 2 to 3 paragraphs, tell me what kind of month I should expect. A cinematic roller coaster for you is the first thing I heard.
January 2025 is shaping up to be a cinematic roller coaster for you, full of philosophical musings, surrealism, and emotional highs. Your month kicks off with Full Metal Jacket, Stanley Kubrick's harrowing look at the dehumanization of war, setting a somber and thought-provoking tone. You'll quickly pivot to the 1988 cult classic They Live, a sardonic and bizarre commentary on consumerism and control that promises to entertain and unsettle in equal measure. Following that, Strange World will likely feel like a breath of vibrant, family-friendly adventure, a colourful counterbalance to the grittiness of your earlier picks. Mid-month, the heavyweights return with 2001: A Space Odyssey, Kubrick's monumental exploration of humanity's place in the cosmos, blending jaw-dropping visuals with cerebral storytelling. Then, Patch Adams will bring warmth and humanity with its heart-on-sleeve story of laughter and healing in the face of suffering.
Very funny.
A welcome emotional reprieve. You'll take a nostalgic detour.
Is that from XCOM?
The King of Thieves, a delightful animated romp that adds a dash of charm and wit to your lineup. As January winds down, you'll dive into the emotional depth of Pixar's Onward, a tale of brotherhood and loss. The epic stakes pick up again with The Dark Knight Rises, Christopher Nolan's gritty finale to his iconic Batman trilogy. Finally, Apocalypse Now will cap off the month in spectacular fashion, plunging you into the madness of war with its visceral and surreal narrative. Expect a month of introspection, awe, and a few well-timed moments of levity amidst the gravitas.
Combine features from all the films into one picture that features a cartoon cat. All right, while it's working on that, I want to take a look. 2001 Space Odyssey trailer. You said I think it would be boring. You're probably right. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but the #1 sci-fi film of all time. Have they not seen Battlefield Earth with John Travolta? What a great movie that was.
Give me your answer.
I'm going to be real. There's a lot more of the big black obsidian block than I thought there would be.
The 9000 series is the most reliable computer ever made.
Is that the Ender's Game? Is that the Ender's Game school? Is that where Battle School is? Is this where we learn about the buggers and the Formic War?
The 9000 series is the most reliable computer ever made.
When I watch this movie, I'm going to do nothing but make Ender's Game jokes the entire time.
We are all foolproof and incapable of error.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
So what are they doing exactly? Why are they on this station?
Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I don't think I knew that it was done by Stanley Kubrick. I think I should have known that it was done by Stanley Kubrick.
What's the problem?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
I don't think you can say that. Say what? Jesus, that's loud. Have you seen Dr. Strangelove? I have not. Do I need to add it to the list? I think I had thought about it. I can add it to the list. What's another...
Mein Führer. I can walk.
I'm Hitler.
I'm Hitler. I'm in a bunker. It's the end of the war.
What is Strange World? Strange World looked real bad. It looked real bad. I'm gonna update the list. Let's watch the Strange World promo. I'm not speaking as a member of anything, but this movie looks real fucking terrible.
Whoa! What kind of airship is that?
I've never seen anything like it! Baby Glade! What is the president doing in our front yard?
Our entire world is in grave danger. I want you to come with me on an expedition.
I'm not my father. He was the explorer.
I know you were just a kid when you went missing, but now, you're all we got.
Mr. Clade, I'm a huge fan, thank you, of your dad. Do you think you could forge his autograph? What?
They're just trying for Treasure Planet again, aren't they?
Where in the world are we? Ethan, you brought the dog?
Sorry!
We are clearly in uncharted territory.
Hello, you probably don't understand a word I'm saying.
Treasure Planet, but without the hot furry lady, so what's the point?
Dad? Grandpa?
I mean, you're saying that, but there could still be furry ladies. We don't know that yet.
What is
There was a
this
dog
place?
on screen a minute ago.
Alive. And the water's dissolved.
What the fuck? Did that guy just get goop on him? I'm gonna get out of the way.
What
Look at this
is
kid just gets goop.
place?
Right here.
The cliffs are alive. And the
Why? That's just jizz.
water's dissolved the flesh off your bones.
Everything down here is trying to kill us.
Oh, it's the merchandise. Merchandise! Merchandise!
You just kind of give me splat vibes. Ow! I guess I deserve that.
What merchandise are they supposed to sell with that thing? It's just goop.
Grandpa's awesome.
You don't see any hot furry ladies? Well, this thing is basically a Ditto from Pokemon, and it can turn into a furry lady. I say that not knowing anything about the movie. I'm looking really not forward to watching this. Looks like Wish. Are you sure? I'm gonna zoom in. No, I'm gonna look a little closer. No, I'm not seeing it.
It's not awesome. You gave me a machete for my birthday?
Classic Jaeger Clade.
You know what this looks like? This looks like Lightyear. Also, that face. Wrong button.
2.
I'm loving this family reunion, but come on, we got a world to save.
We need you to figure this out, otherwise we're doomed. We are doomed.
Wait, seriously?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Didn't see that coming.
I think that's the Pixar nose. Jake Jill, go back. Stop. Jake Gyllenhaal, Dennis Quaid, Lucy Liu. What a star-studded cast. That's just the Pixar nose. That's like the only nose they know how to make. I'm not looking forward to any of those movies. Guys, did you know that tomorrow is Public Domain Day? I didn't remember this until just today. I saw it on another Discord. We're getting a whole bunch of stuff that's public domain. Do another trailer in a minute. Let's take a look. I want to see. Let's take a look. You want to do a trailer? We could do a trailer of one of these. Did they even do trailers back then? I like your pre-movie reactions. Of which one? Do you want to see Full Metal Jacket? A whole bunch of Mickey cartoons are going are going copyright free. All of them. We had stuff to watch. We had stuff to do. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, speaking of which, you know what else is going? The Great Masturbator is finally free of the public of the shackles of copyrights. We can finally show. This is the last time I can show this illegally. I think it's also the first time I've shown this at all. It's Salvador Dali, and it's the Great Masturbator. You want to take a look at it closer? Here you go. That looks like something. You want to watch the Full Metal Jacket? I don't think the Full Metal Jacket one's going to be very. I don't think it's going to be very. What's the word? Not exciting, but I don't think it's going to be entertaining. Full Metal Jacket trailer. Have you seen? Is this also Stanley Kubrick? How many Stanley Kubricks am I watching this month?
Harris Island, South Carolina, the United States Marine Corps Recruit Depot. An 8-week college for the phony tough and the crazy brave.
Let me take a look at this. Is Apocalypse Now also Kubrick?
Most of you will go to Vietnam. Some of you will not come back. Cowboy.
Sir, yes, sir.
0300, infantry. Joker.
Sir, yes, sir.
4212, basic military journalism. You think you're Mickey Spillane?
Sir, I wrote for my high school newspaper, sir.
I hate the name, Joker. I want to go out to the field.
You get wasted your first day in the field, and it'd be my fault.
Joker, you will take off that button. How's it gonna look if you get killed wearing a peace symbol?
Was that Snoopy? Why is there Snoopy in the background?
How's it gonna look if you get killed wearing a peace symbol?
Fucking Snoopy in the background. I'm looking up Apocalypse Now.
Born to kill, sir. You write born to kill on your helmet, and you wear a peace button. Would you love your country? Yes, sir. Why don't you jump on the team and come on in for the big win?
No,
I'm squad leader.
That's Francis Ford Coppola.
Falling anywhere, scumbag.
I need help.
I'm trying to help you, Leonard.
We're not leaving Doc J and 8-Ball out there.
Are those live rounds?
7.62 millimeter. Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, he said The Thing. That's the name of the movie. Cool freeze frame. I don't know if I'm going to be into
Full Metal Jacket.
I don't know if I'm going to be into that one. I don't know. We'll see. I want to see the Patch Adams trailer. Let's see. I know Kitty doesn't want to watch Patch Adams, and that's okay.
It is our mission here
to rigorously and ruthlessly train the humanity out of you and make you into something better. We're gonna make doctors out of you.
Didn't he get an Academy Award for this?
Well, I just believe there's more to being a doctor than memorizing facts about the ventricular
I
arteries.
don't care what you think. I care about my biology test.
We're not even going to see a patient until the 3rd year.
If you want to become a doctor, we have to learn to treat the patient as well as the disease. That's why we have to dive into people.
You have a brilliant mind, and like many brilliant people, you don't necessarily think the rules apply to you.
How many movies does Robin Williams play in which he is a doctor that doesn't think the rules apply to him? It's at least 3, right?
It was so much more convenient thinking of you as an idiot.
That little ice that just chipped off?
If you want to be a clown, go join the circus.
For your own sake, I think you should just lay low for a while.
The hospital will cover all of your bills. Any other questions?
Patients are opening up to me, Corinne. They're sharing their dreams, their fantasies. They don't concentrate on the pain.
I'm warning you.
Was that a real gun? Or was that just... How did he get, like... Even if it was a pellet gun, how did he get that into the hospital?
That's a joke about American healthcare.
It really is.
Stay out of this hospital.
What if a doctor becomes emotionally involved with
Rubber
a patient?
band,
What is
gotcha.
wrong with that?
Patients don't need a friend. They need a doctor.
My name is Dr. Phil. I'll be your surgeon. Oh, there you are.
You are dismissed.
Sir.
From this school.
They can't prevent me from graduating because of a personality clash, can they?
Universal Pictures presents.
You are not cut out to be a physician.
Our job is improving the quality of life, not just delaying death.
The true
So he just... this... Well...
story
I'll let it finish.
of a man who broke every rule.
Why am I such a threat to you, sir?
Because what you want is for us to get down there on the same level as our patients.
And prove that laughter
Donner, party of 50. Donner, party over here.
truly is the best medicine.
Close, salute.
Robin Williams,
You treat a disease, you win, you lose. You treat a person, I guarantee you'll win, no matter what the outcome.
Listen, you can be a med student at any age. If Robin Williams wanted to be a med student at 54, he was, or 50, he's fine. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Peter Coyote was in this. Shit, didn't know that, did you? How about, let's look at the, well, we're on a Robin Williams spree. Let's look at the Aladdin and the King of Thieves trailer. 1996, 1990, yeah, here we go.
This summer, Disney invites you to a world premiere. Oh, yeah! Of one of the biggest movies
This is going to be real bad.
of the year.
Doesn't get any bigger than that.
Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Aladdin and Jasmine's dreams are finally coming true.
This is a happy day.
But a band of notorious thieves
Open sesame!
and a long-kept secret
My father is alive?
lead a
The problem with the Aladdin sequels is that they all feel like they were ripped directly out of one of the they feel like they were ripped directly out of the Aladdin show.
Aladdin into his greatest adventure ever.
Show me the way.
Follow the trail of the 40 thieves. Your father is trapped within their world.
That would be a problem.
Teaming up the scam, out on the lam, taking whatever we please. Got lots of grub.
This whole month is going to be dire in terms of... Actually, no, a couple of these movies are going to be good.
Welcome to the 40 Thieves.
Aladdin and the King of Thieves features 5 brand new songs and reunites all your favorite characters from Aladdin, including the genie, brought to life again by the one and only Robin Williams.
It's a kinder, gentler genie. Look at it.
Who do I think Aladdin's father is? I'm guessing it's the guy that we saw, right? The guy with the beard. Hi, Gorp.
Finally getting married. I'm finally getting
Are you at work? Did they make you work on New Year's Eve?
Aladdin and the King of Thieves. The party starts August 13th.
All your favorite characters from Aladdin, including the genie. Well, Iago was there. Iago was a pretty good character. Gorp, did you see the list? Hold on. This is the list for January.
So after Al freed the genie, did he just go back to being a genie?
I mean, he was always a genie. He was just a free genie now. This is the list for January. Full Metal Jacket, we watched the promo of. Strange World, we watched the promo of. Freeney. We didn't watch Onward. We watched Aladdin and the Patch Adams in 2001. So we still need to watch the They Live trailer. They Live trailer. How did you like the Strange World promo? Don't forget The Thing. Well, I already watched The Thing. It's on the list. I'll add it to the next month, but that's part of the overflow list. This is They Live. How did I like the Strange World promo? It wasn't good.
What do these things want, and why are they here?
You still don't get it, do you, boy?
They have recruited the rich and the powerful.
They're running the whole show.
Wake up! They're all about you, all around you. Blinded us to the truth.
Take a look.
They are safe as long as they are not discovered.
I don't know what they are or where they came from, but we gotta stop them.
Stay away from me. Put these on. They have us. Look at them. They're everywhere.
I don't know how you would. I know the general premise for this movie. I don't really. Also, look at this guy. God damn, this guy's a beefcake. I understand the premise of this movie. I don't know how you advertise it for. How you advertise for it. I know this is not the way to do it.
We have no other choice.
I don't like this one bit.
Leave it alone, man. It ain't none of my business.
I said it wasn't good.
We have
Gorp.
been lulled into a trance.
The Strange World promo wasn't very good at all.
Control us. You're sending some kind of signals out of TV sets.
I've got one that can see.
Mama don't like tattletale.
Now we start spilling some blood. Let's go.
Push a button.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Is that where this came from? That line is that it came from They Live? Oh, I thought it was a different movie. Threw it right in there at the end. It's like, oh yeah, the guys, they're weird alien people. Go watch the movie. I don't know. Fuck you. If I'd known I was gonna watch John Carpenter, maybe I would have waited on the thing. It's a lot of John Carpenter for 1 month. Let's switch around. Let's watch the old Dark Knight Rises trailer. We're gonna watch some Batman. It was 12 years ago.
Can you see?
You are as precious to me as you were to your own mother and father.
Michael
I swore
Caine.
to them that I would protect you, and I haven't.
If you advertise the thing, you'll never understand any part of it. This movie is incomprehensible. A commercial for Halloween will make you a commercial. It's a boring slasher movie. Any commercial for Big Trouble in Little will just look like racism.
The mayor's gonna dump him in the spring.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think you kind of have to. I don't know much about John Carpenter, but I guess you just sort of assume all of his movies are going to be something you'd want to see if you're a John Carpenter fan.
But he's a hero, a war hero. This is peacetime.
You think this can last? There's a storm coming, Mr. Wayne. You and your friends better batten down the hatches. Because when it hits, you're all gonna wonder how.
Who's the French guy who made all those terrible adventure games about women pissing? And I guess it was not just women, but mostly women pissing. I don't remember who that. Nicholas, not Nicolas Cage. Something Cage. The Heavy Rain guy. I don't remember his name.
Rise.
I will take it back when I'm told I'm wrong.
You have my permission to die.
What if after watching this could you adopt a Bane voice and appreciate it?
Just in general? Like, all the time? I gotta be honest. Trailers suck. That didn't show me anything about anything I'd want to see for the movie. I don't it doesn't make me want to see the movie. It just I don't know. Am I wrong on that? This is the trailer for Onward. Just for the review. How does the Bane voice go?
The world was full of wonder and magic.
It's pretty impressive that I just watched the promo and I still don't have a good clear picture on how Bane talked because he was only in the promo for like 3 seconds.
Times change.
I'm a mighty warrior.
Morning, Mom. Hey, birthday boy.
By the laws of yore, I must dub thee a man today. Kneel before me.
That's okay.
I have a gift from your dad. He just said to give you this when you were both over 16.
No way! It's a wizard staff. Dad was a wizard.
What? Your dad was an accountant.
Why can't he be both? The Bane voice kind of sounds like you're talking into a Pringle can. I have a mason jar.
This spell brings him back for one whole day.
Is this Pixar? No, it looks like it's just straight up Disney, not a Pixar.
Dad will be back.
What? Back to life? That's not possible.
It is with this.
I'm gonna meet Dad.
This has wild implications.
It's getting harder to hold.
Ah, he's just legs. I definitely remember Dad having a top part.
Oh, what did I do? Hi.
We only have 24 hours to bring the rest of him back.
Isn't this the plot of Full Metal Alchemist?
I don't know that enough to say.
Ta-da! Oh, that's great. Dad, you look just like I remember.
I think all... Good freeze frame. I think all of these movies kind of came out during the terrible period of COVID.
He was doing a weekend at Bernie's Walk.
What? They are doing the weekend. This is just Pixar week. Good freeze frame. This is just Pixar Weekend at Bernie's.
If it's adventure you seek, you've come to the right tavern.
Oh, no. We might be out of gas.
But it says we have a full tank.
No, that doesn't work. Growth spell. We grow the can, and then the
If it doesn't work, then why do you...
gas inside will grow with it.
Stupid.
Elbows up.
I'm trying to focus here.
It worked! The can is huge! And the van is huge!
This looks really tiring.
Oh no.
Chris Pratt, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, not to mention Tom Holland. Oh boy, what else do we got? Is that all of them? Full Metal Jacket, They Live, Strange World, 2001: Space Odyssey, Patch Adams, Aladdin the King of Thieves, Onward. Oh, Apocalypse Now. We have one more. You know, I had planned to actually take a look at the whole year, and I don't know if we're gonna get to do that, but that's okay because I think this is a better idea. Apocalypse Now trailer, the official trailer. Why must you see this trash? I have reasons for all of them. Onward because it's a Disney animated classic. I feel obligated to see it. I actually did visit the place. I think I've mentioned this before, but I have actually visited the place that they filmed some part of Apocalypse Now in. If they ever go to a weird city in Mexico, actually it wasn't Mexico, Dominican Republic maybe, I'll recognize it.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Look, they call it an animated classic. I don't know what to say. Also, very cool Roar TV channel to this music. It changed music. I don't know what to...
Very
I can't win.
He has gone insane.
Are you an assassin? I'm a soldier.
This is going to be a hard month. Both lists have a bunch of hard movies to watch. That's going to be a rough one. This is Fred Bassett.
The horror.
Eye to Eye from 1976. I have a few things left on the docket that I need to clear up before the end of the year. I still had a Fred Bassett to watch. You have to hang out in the light with me. There's some light in the list. There's Patch Adams.
Pastime. Watching the world go back.
There's light. There's Fred Bassett.
There goes Taff, the corgi from number 6. Joe, a mongrel. He claims he breeds performing fleas. Sweet and sour.
Are you allowed to call other dogs mongrels? Isn't that kind of rude if you're a dog?
Chinese restaurants, he breeds performing fleas. Sweet and sour from the Chinese restaurant. Now what's this thing? The little fella looks as if he's under arrest. Hello, hello, hello. A stranger.
What the fuck is that? Somebody didn't want to draw the Yorkie. The Yorkie is just a charcoal scribble.
A stranger. The nerve. I'll show him. Trespassing on my pitch. Stand and fight, you coward.
Jesus.
I never thought he would. It's not that I'm frightened. Just careful.
I gotta say, small dogs way more aggressive than big dogs. I'm learning that a little more every day.
How kind of me to give that little dog a run. He needed the exercise.
Napoleon syndrome alive and well in little dogs.
You always expect me to rush out whenever you appear. I'm eating.
I'm eating.
Keepers, burnt toast, sponge cake.
Also, I just watched Wish. That was really light, Kitty.
Yeah, forget it.
I watched Wish twice.
I'm on my way. We've been having a bit of trouble with a bulldog lately. Oh, it's Fifi.
This comic's a little spastic.
Jock is crazy about Fifi. Poor chap. He doesn't stand a chance.
So which movie... I have a pretty good feeling that some of these movies are going to rank way lower on the
Napoleon was
list.
actually fairly tall for the time. Humans been getting taller.
That's fair, but the syndrome still is called what it's called. I don't know. Maybe they need to rename it.
If he is sweet on someone else, and kiss you.
Is that one of those winners make the history book sort of things?
He
Like,
knows he has a rival, but he doesn't know who. Thank goodness. No, John.
what in the world is this?
It can't be him. His hobby is eating.
Look at this dog.
Know him? He was 14 last birthday. No.
Any resolutions? That's a good question. You guys got any resolutions?
That's the chief constable's dog.
The one that you posted in the lewd forum, yes, I did see that. Sprawl.
Chaps are so aggressive.
I was thinking about talking resolutions. Maybe that's something we should look at after good old Fred Bassett over here.
Come back. You're too young to die. He's attacking the bulldog.
He looks around the corner and Jock is just being attacked by that spaghetti monster from The Thing. Jock, why would you do that?
Every man for himself.
Idiot. Guys, when we do go to Disney Minecraft, is there any particular rides you want to go on?
Running from a bulldog. Even if it's a miniature French one. Now then, Jock, what you need is complete relaxation.
If Sprawl's here, or not Sprawl, if Gorp's here, we could ride Space Mountain for him.
Jock. You are going to sleep. Sleep.
Let's go on the mustache ride. Did that dog just die?
I didn't know I had such hypnotic powers.
I don't think they have that at Disney. I think it's a universal thing.
To keep my date with Fifi.
I hypnotized him, and now I'm going to go fuck his bitch. Oh. Other thing on the docket we have over here is the Church Fails compilation.
Heavenly Father, thank you.
You may or may not have seen this
Thank
before.
you,
I
Lord
have not.
Jesus, for the oh God, because joy has come into the world. Thank you, Lord, for the joy that
He just
the
keeps
Savior
going. You
brought.
gotta admire that. All of these compilations are just shit falling over, which I think is great. So, fun fact, while they're singing right here, I learned something fun that if you don't have the ads running automatically, you get like a 25% less split. Not that it matters, like with the amount of cents, but it's the principle of the thing. So I think I'm still going to run them manually, even though it's on automatic mode. You just roll with it? Yeah, it's rolling with the... Just push the plant the other way. Just stop playing for 2 seconds. Just stop fucking with it and stand up. You fixed it. Good job. I love that when people when some shit like that happens and you just all you can do is stare at it. Oh no! They just kept going. Guitar guy just keeps going. Just oh no! Is it gonna fall now too?
That piece of bread that you hold in your hand is it's meant to be. It's meant to be a reminder.
There's a pot. Excuse me.
Because you already believe.
There's a potluck at work today, so you're eating a bunch of Haitian and Jamaican food. I just gotta say, excuse me, Jamaican and Haitian, both of those, they got some excellent food. When they've had celebrations at work, those have been some really good celebrations.
You're saying I believe, and we just give you an opportunity to confess him before men. He sees you, a little guy in the back. Little guy, I'm not a midget. He's a child. I mean, I don't want anyone to think I was offending him it.
Oh, just stop talking. Okay, thank you. Hope some of the minor injuries, they probably did. It's very possible. So, but one thing I wanted to, we're about to go on break in just a moment, but before we go on break, one thing I wanted to take a look at before the end of the year, these are the 10 smallest Roar TV channels. You may have seen this in the Discord, but let's take this. All of these channels are mostly super small because they're very little. This one's small because it's just black and white and terrible. I don't know the numbers on these. The numbers are in the Discord, but a lot of these are the absolute smallest channels. I think a lot of these are like 45 kilobytes or something like that. What did he say? I don't really want to repeat it. It was kind of ableist, involving people who are little people. It involved little people, and it was not very nice. I was doing a gig at a church and got crushed by the cross, and that's what you got to do, man. You got to get crushed by the cross if you want to feel the light of Lord Jesus. Who's the onyx down there? Why is there always an onyx every time I look down at these stream avatars? This one is super small. It's like 2 kilobytes. This one's super small because it's again just small in size. So once it gets down into Roar TV, it blows up to whatever size Roar TV is. So I think this one's like 500 by 300 or something, and the one on screen right now is something like 100 numbers. This one's just a cranking your hog gif, excuse me. And finally, this one's really small too. This one is crispy. When this one gets up on Roar TV, it is, you can count the pixels on this one. It is rough. On that same token, I think I can get rid of all of those. Let me close those tabs on the right. These are all of the biggest Roar TV channels. They are all easily bigger than the 8 megabyte limit, but I didn't care. I like them, so I decided to keep them. We're going to take a break in a minute, and then when we come back, maybe we'll talk about resolutions. Think about resolutions. Think about what you want to do for the year, or don't. I don't care. As long you're hanging out, you're having a good time. I don't care if you don't want to do anything, but think about it. I've got an idea. I know one resolution I've got. You want donuts so much? We're gonna get donuts tomorrow, kitty. Got crucifixions wrong. It was like the ogres from Skyrim. It just launched people into the air. It's wild to me that these crosses get moved so much that they accidentally fall over. This one's huge. It's like 9.5 megs. I'm going to watch this movie soon, too, I'm pretty sure. This one's big. the fuck you, Chocobos. I'm not sure why this one's big. It might just need to be optimized. It's not very good, either. I could do way better as a Star Trek channel. And this one's big, but it's staying there because it's dogs, and I think it's adorable. Was there anything else in the... No, these were both cleared. Excellent. I think I need to take a quick break. Let's hit it before the ads do. I'm going to go refill. Do I want more coffee? No. No. Go stretch. Do everything you need to. I'll be back in 3. I returned. I was gonna get more coffee, but could be in Orlando on Thursday night. What? Anything on Thursday? I don't think so. I'll talk with Kitty about it later, but as far as I know, it should be fine. Who doesn't want to pet a dog? What you want to do is pet a dog. I did pet a dog. He sniffed and licked my fingers. Guys, it has been a year. Let me take a look here. Where is the Discord? Here it is. Do you remember this was the year we did the movies tier? Also, wait. Before we talk about this, it's been about a year since I moved into this office. Remember before I was out in the living room? I think it was January 4th. The first Disney movie stream was when I was like actually moving into the office. Do I sound really muffled?
Dr. Fat Guy.
Jesus, that sounded terrible. Yeah, the Pixar tier list was, I think, the first of the actual streams where I was in the office. This was a fun stream. Let me move this over here real quick. There we go. You think YouTube encoding fucks up my voice in some of the VODs? My VODs, I've noticed something interesting. Well, it's not interesting at all. You probably don't care at all, but I feel like saying it regardless. I've noticed that like every now and then with the VODs, there will be like some random clicking, and I thought that maybe it was like an issue with like the encoding from moving Twitch over to YouTube, but I don't know. Maybe it's just something with my setup. It's always been like that, though. Remember, this was the year we did... Excuse me. Kitty, I was telling you about this before. This was the game I was talking about. The Batman Arkham... the Enemy Within. We played this for, like, 5 days. I bet you remember this one. You could probably remember this one because it wasn't very good. That's actually not true. This was actually kind of a fun one. I know that adventure games are not everybody's cup of tea, but there's something to be said about just letting the game present something to you and you just react to it. Oh, I forgot about Mr. Freeze. I thought about doing a tier list for the month, but really I just can't be asked to do another list. Also, that would take days, and honestly, I don't have time. We're going right into next stream, by the way. When is the next stream? What day is it? Tuesday? Is it on Thursday? Next stream is going to be Spore. We're going to play through Spore for a day or two. Probably 2 days. Probably no more than that. Tier list for best months. Oh, God. January was a good month. You know why I like January? January had Microscope Stream. I think about Microstream. I think about Microscope Stream almost every day. Because every day, like when I go out and I take, I go out and I take walks. And I go out and I see like, oh, this was a seed. This is a seed from a pear. I go out and I take walks and I see Spanish moss, and I remember when we did the magnification on all this stuff. We did the magnification on the ring. This was on. Oh, this was Mark's hair. This was Mark's hair. I ripped some hair off of Mark, and I put it under the microscope, and we saw Mark's hair under the microscope. Spores are just plant spunk. Not wrong. 100% not wrong. At risk of spoilers, there will be another Microscope stream this year. I have been thinking about Microscope stream a lot. I have my microscope right here. Where the fuck is it? It's somewhere. I just held it the other day. We also did Link to the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Gotta say, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. Have you considered getting a macroscope? Isn't that just like glasses? Tears of the Kingdom, I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. It felt so much like Breath of the Wild, and I just really don't feel like doing any sort of Breath of the Wild replay again. And maybe that's on me. Maybe I'm just wrong and stupid, which is entirely possible. But it just felt way too much. A macroscope that makes things its normal size too small to see. You know what I really want? I'm going to be real. Like, as much as I like the microscopes, the microscope stream, dressage. Can you do dressage in Tears of the Kingdom? As much as I liked the microscope stream, what I really want to see, I wish I could see, like, organisms. Like, seeing stuff real small is cool. Yeah, super cool beans. I want to see, like, protozoas and stuff, you know? I want to see, like, little critters. Like seeing Pepsi really small, it's fine, I guess. But I want to see, like, little things. Like my penis. We also did the Magic Kingdom tier list. I want to take a look at all of the tier lists, like a real quick look. I'm not going to, refocus on them or anything. But honestly, I really enjoy the tier list streams. We're going to be doing a lot of gaming over the next few months. I've got a whole schedule filled out up until May. But some streams might be swapped around for doing some tier lists. I mean, it's basically the same game with tons more bolted onto it, so I'd assume it feels so much like a DLC. I just don't want to do it. Tears of the Kingdom is a game about exploring and moving around environments. Very well done, but isn't a great thing to stream. You say that, but it's like so many people seem to find a lot of enjoyment out of streaming it. As for Minecraft, I mean, Minecraft has like 40,000 plus viewers in it at all times. So, I mean, clearly it's not me doing something right. So I'm like, I can't judge them too hard on that one. I do need to do the other parks. I need to do Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. I might need to do them together. I just feel like there isn't enough content to do like a Hollywood Studios attractions tier list. Finally, in January, we did Flag Day. Flag Month, I guess. Flag couple of days, I guess, is the closest. We did the flags for all of the American states. I would like to, at some point, do a World Flags tour. I would like to take a look at world flags from around, from around the world, from around the, around the continent. That would take a couple days, I'm thinking, right? Because there's like hundreds of flags. Really lenient on a lot of state flags. I don't think so. Remember, I vote on a curve. I always do things on a curve. They are based off of what the off of the other things that are being voted upon. Now, if I were voting on these along with flags from like England or some of the other things like that, I gotta say, I'm gonna be honest. The tier lists are kind of bore me when it's just like 3 things are in S and everything else is in F. I'm like, that's not balanced. Like, this is about the closest it's going to get, but even this one was graded a bit on a curve. As long as we're talking about tier lists, let's talk about the tier list. We just did this one. We'll talk about that one last. We'll go to here's the state flags. I think, looking in reflection, I'm not going to do the entire flags list again, obviously, not right now. Looking at the flags list, I stand by pretty much all of what I said. I think this is a pretty representative list. For the most part, the things that had stupid stars in them, like big, stupid, like flagrant stars, had a purpose. And the things that were just blue, terrible screens, they got really far down low. I didn't care for them very much. I stand by my choices on this list. Florida, honestly, Florida was probably ranked too high, but that is a subjective thing. It's more heavily weighted towards the bottom, so it isn't that bad. I for the most part, most of my lists end up turning into like bell curves. Like this. This was the condiments tier list. Again, I stand by my choices here. Peanut butter, honey, blah, 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 blah. Brown gravy, honey mustard, sour cream, tartar sauce. Tartar sauce is way too low. Tartar sauce needs to go like up into A. Cocktail sauce as well. No way is tartar sauce and cocktail sauce lower than sriracha. Oof, what was I smoking that night? Guacamole way down in D, right where the fuck it belongs. Relish down in D. Thousand Island down in D. Yeah, that all tracks. Spinach dip in F. Mushroom fluff F. Easy cheese F. I stand by this list. This was the Epcot tier list. Honest engine, I'd probably put Guardians of the Galaxy above Soarin' at this point. You would still argue that peanut butter is not a condiment. It's a thing you're eating. I mean, it can be a condiment. I think you're not supposed to eat just big globs of it. That's what most people do, including me. But I think you're supposed to like actually put it on stuff. You also put it into food. Like it's a cooking ingredient. Test track up in A. Yeah, I stand by this list. I'm not sure why I put orange above green. I would switch these two. I think I like green better than orange. Yeah, I stand by this whole list. Turtle Talk. Why is Turtle Talk so... Oh, Turtle Talk's really bad. That's why. Yeah, that tracks. Next list. I'm going to save that one for... We'll save that one for last. That one's really long. This is the Magic Kingdom, but it's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You make a ham and cheese croissant. The ham is in the sandwich. Well, yeah, but I mean... If you fry butter, that becomes part of a fried butter meal, like a fried butter snack, but you can also use butter as a condiment. This is the Magic Kingdom tier list. Again, I stand by all of these choices. I can't imagine anything has changed. Splash Mountain isn't there anymore. It's now Tiana. I'd probably bump it down a few spots just because, no offense to Tiana, it just loses a bit of the... It loses a bit of the nostalgia factor. I would probably bump it right below Pirates, but keep it above Carousel. The rest of this list is fine. President's list. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I did the President's list over the course of like 3 days, over the course of several weeks. I kind of forgot the thick and thin of a lot of these guys over the course of it. I for the most part, stand by what I said on the President's list, but if one of these guys ended up being a huge, horrible rapist, you know, that's just par for the course at this point. Most of the modern rides are missing the stuff you go to theme park for. It's not a bad ride. It's whatever. It doesn't have the nostalgia appeal that I really enjoyed. This is the Universal Studios tier list again. Rip Ride Rocket, the roller coaster, is actually getting ripped out. The Universal roller coaster. As for the rest of this stuff, it's all essentially fine. I don't really care enough about the Universal rides to go over them. This is the pizza tier list, the pizza toppings tier list. I think they took down Scorpion and Busch Gardens just recently. I do have the end of Scorpion YouTube video on my YouTube. We could end up watching that. Let's take a look at this list. Scrolling down. Yeah, I stand by this whole list. This is all fine. All of those pizza topping decisions are fine. We just did the movie tier list Glorp, you weren't here for the movie. Yeah, you were. Never mind. What am I talking about? We just did the movie tier list. So if you haven't seen it, there it is. But otherwise, we just did this. As for the Disney movie tier list, I did this a year ago. There's a couple movies down here that I have since seen. Chicken Little. Turn you down a tiny bit. Chicken Little, Lightyear, Wish, and Soul I have seen. I'm not going to rank them right now because that would just be a waste of time. I would say that Soul is an S, and I would say Chicken Little is an F. Actually, I could just rank them right now. These are not official.
Hey, Roar. Titties.
Titties. If I had to rank them right now, I'd put Soul into S. Based on this list, yeah, definitely S. Wish. It's going above C. But I don't think it's making it out of B. I think I would put Soul this is not official, but I think I'd put it right around Encanto and Bambi. Like right above The Incredibles 2. Wait. What was I saying? Soul? I was saying Wish. Yeah, I was saying, sorry. If Soul goes in S, somewhere in S, whatever. I'll figure that out later. Wish goes right around in between Encanto and Bambi. Yeah, Soul, if I had to rank Soul in S, probably somewhere around here. Like, probably right above Tangled, maybe. Wish is way more boring than Encanto or Bambi. Bambi is boring as a hell. Encanto is not boring. But I didn't think Wish was that boring. I just thought that the songs had some issues. As for Lightyear, Lightyear's a big fat D. A big fat throbbing D. I don't think it's better than Dumbo, but I do think it's better than Bug's Life. So I think I would put Lightyear right after Dumbo and right before Bug's Life. And I think that's all of them. Lightyear's not good. The only thing about Lightyear, in my humble opinion, that's worthwhile is the cat. There was something I was going to do.
There's a lot of great coasters in Florida, and if you ask someone what their favorites are, you would probably get a lot of answers listing Disney classics like Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, or Expedition Everest. You might otherwise hear people raving about newer additions.
This is the sad demise of the Scorpion. It's been on my list for a while. We have 20 minutes to burn.
Throughout the Orlando parks like Cosmic Rewind, the Velocicoaster, or Hagrid's. Or if you asked a coaster enthusiast what their favorites are, you'd probably hear a lot of people mentioning Mako and Iron Gwazi. While I enjoy most of the coasters in Florida, as a park fan, I also appreciate the older things too.
I'm going to be 100% honest. If this is the ride I'm thinking of, I don't remember it being very smooth.
Even if they don't necessarily stack up to the newer, shinier editions. While it's not my favorite coaster in the state, I can appreciate the historic value of Kumba, which was not only a huge step up in layout design for B&M when it premiered in 1993.
Fun fact, Kumba was my first real roller coaster. Also, hold on. Let me make sure that I am... let me make sure that I'm actually logged into Minecraft. I'm not. I think there's probably going to be a lot of people on the server. I mean, you know, in terms of Minecraft... Minecraft people in servers. Here we go. Only 46? There we go. 75. Let me get over to the castle real quick. Then we'll go back to watching the Scorpion. I want to make sure that we get a good spot for the fireworks. The fireworks are at 11:50. So I'm going to hang out right here. And then at 11:50, we'll go get ourselves a spot, like a little before 11:50.
But on opening, it was also the only coaster of its kind in the state of Florida, really distinguishing Busch Gardens Tampa from Disney at a time when they were a lot more directly competitive. In that era, Busch Gardens was growing into a themed coaster park, which may not have had Disney levels of theming, but was much better than, say, Six Flags, still offering a ton of family entertainment and great animal exhibits.
Yeah, there was no theming at all at either park. Busch Gardens has never really tried for the most part, has never really tried for a lot of theming.
This will be followed by Montu in 1995, Wazi in 1999, and SheiKra in 2005, with the park really finding its markets along the densely populated west coast of Florida. The history of this park is fascinating because it was legitimately one of the coolest parks ever developed until it was ripped.
Excuse me? I'm going to need some citation on that. The coolest park ever developed? I don't know about that.
Apart by bad business decisions and private equity firms over the past decade, but part of why I find it fascinating is because this was the park I grew up closest to. Busch Gardens was originally known for its bird gardens and later its African animal exhibits in themed areas, but it was Python in 1976 that established this as a park with thrills, as this coaster was an aero corkscrew model, which was pretty unknown and quite intimidating to audiences of its time. If you'd like to learn more about the history of how Busch Gardens developed, I actually covered it pretty extensively in a longer video that I'll link to, but along with Python really distinguishing the park through its novel inversions, it was followed in 1980 by Scorpion.
It doesn't have an overarching theme of any time. I think they try and go for a sort of vague desert-esque sort of theme.
That's what brings us to today's video, because Scorpion is a historic coaster, one that further established Busch Gardens' identity as a family park that also included intense, solid thrills, and one that has survived 44 years through its strong engineering.
This is what I remember, but I was actually thinking of Viper. The Viper was way harder than this one.
It's still providing intense but relatively smooth ride experiences, and it has become an undeniable classic that is important to the park's history. I was really disappointed by Busch Gardens' recent announcement that it would stop operations September 2nd of 2024, only allowing just over a week for people to get final ride-throughs before its unceremonious closure. It's not the shiniest, newest, and largest coaster to premiere in the state, or at least it hasn't been for a long time, but it's a smaller, underrated personal favorite that
I kind of want to play Roller Coaster Tycoon. There's no interest in watching a stream of fucking Roller Coaster Tycoon, is there?
I thought was worth highlighting just one last time. So today, come join me as we experience the final sting of the Scorpion.
All loose articles, such as hats and glasses. During your ride, please keep your hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the car at all times. Now sit back and enjoy your ride.
Each area was more themed than Disney's areas, but wasn't consistent around the park in any real way. You have to stream the roller coasters you've already designed.
By the late 1970s, Busch Gardens had established itself as more than just bird gardens and a brewery tour, and embraced an African theme that was really unlike any theme park of the time.
Did I ever talk about Some of All Thrills?
Continuing in this direction, its next big step was in 1980 with the opening of Timbuktu, a massive themed area based on the once powerful medieval city, famous as a trading hub of the Mali Empire in the 14th century. While perhaps not as grand.
Well, people seem to watch Roller Coaster Tycoon. I just don't know if people would watch me play Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's the real question.
The land was notably long.
And I'm okay if that doesn't interest, the normal crew. I'm okay skipping it. I've got other games to play.
Large and contained a decent collection of flat rides, many of which were designed to appeal to younger children.
What is this? Get out of here.
The main dining area was known as Das Festhaus, which had a German theme and hosted live performances. That might seem odd, but the brewery aspect of the bird gardens
it is 11:32. We got 15 minutes.
Timbuktu was also notable for an outdoor theater, which hosted a show known as Dolphins of the Deep, which is similar to what you might find at...
Guys, I can't do streams this late anymore. Do you remember when we used to do streams that went until like 2, 3 in the morning? I am getting too old for that.
SeaWorld, although Anheuser-Busch...
Have I ever done XCOM on stream, like the new one or the older one? Because yes on both counts, but I'm not opposed to doing them again. Either of them, to be honest.
With a show geared towards families and a good selection of flat rides that ranged from mild to moderately intense, the land needed a standout thrill ride that could work to anchor this area.
You're at work for another 6.5 hours. I don't think I would necessarily mind having a overnight shift if I got used to it, but I've had 7:30 to 4 as my shift for a good 8 years.
Opening 5 months
So
up
it would take me some getting used to, and I just cannot stay up that late anymore.
to the park
But I could if I was working overnight.
did. Scorpion premiered as this new intense option and was manufactured by Schwarzkopf. It is
I need to talk about some of All Thrills someday. Maybe
While
not
the other
tonight.
two were designed to travel with fairs around Europe, Scorpion is the only version that had a permanent installation, which made it notably rare. While it's definitely one of the smaller coasters among today's more intimidating lineup, this still would have appeared relatively extreme for its time. Unlike the double corkscrews of Python, Scorpion had a single vertical loop, which was relatively new and unknown to most park visitors, as the first contemporary instance of this element had only premiered 4 years earlier with the Great American Revolution at Magic Mountain. Most people in the park would have only ever seen a vertical loop on television, and so Scorpion was a pretty serious addition.
Wait. What? What did he just say?
People in the park only premiered 4 years earlier with the Great American Revolution at Magic. As the first contemporary Scorpion had a single vertical loop, which was relatively new and unknown to most park visitors, as the first contemporary instance of this element had only premiered 4 years earlier with the Great American Revolution at Magic Mountain.
Really? So like the Scorpion had one of the first loops?
Most people in the park would
You like working 12-hour shifts a lot more than 8 also. I used to. When I was younger, I used to really like the 10-hour shifts, 4 a week kind of thing. Again, can't do that shit anymore. Although I'd give it a shot.
In a vertical loop on television, and so
I don't have an
Scorpion was
option.
a pretty serious addition that complemented the already notable Python. While the original version of Scorpion was identifiable through its striking black and orange color scheme, it was eventually repainted to a softer orange, which comes off as red when contrasting with a new solid blue.
Blue dot 2.2.2.2.2.2.2.2.2.2.
Stop that. Say no. 2.2.2.2.2.2.
was repainted and rethemed to Pantopia. The new, vaguely African mystical theme was an interesting refresh, and through its bold color choice, Scorpion's new colors fit this area a bit better.
I do like that they've gotten all this high quality footage of this. I don't think they got it of Python.
But between the two, I preferred Timbuktu and the black and orange Scorpion. By today's standards, Scorpion's layout is pretty straightforward, pulling out of the station immediately into a 60-foot lift hill, which provides decent views of the surrounding land. Reaching the top, the train banks steeply down to the right, achieving its
I think
top
there's
speed
a
of 41
whole
miles per hour and shuttling you through the vertical loop. Out of it, you bank upwards and through a helix.
There's a whole language you can
This
use
is
to
the
talk to the
industry term. I refer to
TTS.
this as the lasso due to its distinct shape, and finishing the
What is like the
train flies through the center of the loop,
I got to turn on the sprinkler kind of thing.
which was also a notable element of its time. From here, the train spends a decent amount of time descending through a series of downward helixes, which pull some pretty strong positive Gs, and exiting the element, the train flies into the first brake run,
There
which
you go.
actually can be a bit rough.
Oop.
Before returning to the station, the train then flows into the next block zone, meaning that it can run
I'm
2
curious.
trains if the capacity is needed.
Doop.
For as old as the coaster is, Schwarzkopf was known for the quality of their engineering, and Scorpion runs
Doop.
extremely smoothly, even by
Doop
contemporary
doop
standards.
slash.
That didn't work. Okay, good to
It plays
know.
well visually with the land. I would even go so far as to say that the vertical loop and the lasso elements are iconic to the identity of this park.
I'm going to be
See
honest.
this historic coaster
This ride was kind of I like it because of it, that it was a classic. I didn't realize it was older, but it's not a very enlightened layout.
close, especially since it runs so well.
To be
really
fair,
is
Python closed
disappointing.
back when you're lucky to have a camera on your flip phone. True. Your TTS doesn't do any of the like weird tricks. My air quotes TTS is Twitch's channel points redemption. So I mean, this is straight up official Twitch.
Scorpion may lack the scale of Kumba, the frightening presence of Montu, or whatever notable roles other coasters brought to the park later, but where it stands on its own is through its history. Like Python, it's introduced.
By the way, I think I've mentioned this before. This is the year of simplification. So once I fix the, things like the Russian roulette and stuff, I want to make things a lot easier for myself because life's too difficult these days. Life's so fucking hard.
The relatively new Magic Kingdom 60
Jeez.
providing thrills that you couldn't find elsewhere in the state, while still maintaining a family-friendly park. While many of the bigger coasters are also getting up there in age, Scorpion also stands among the current park lineup as a distinctly classic experience, because despite its smaller size, it again still runs very well, offering a shorter, punchier thrill.
Gorp, do you want to
that
ride
is
Space
missing from
Mountain
the
after
ride.
this? We might have time.
I think there's also something to be said about Schwarzkopf's train and track design, which isn't easily described, but feels unique in the park both visually and through how the coaster feels when riding. It's unfortunate that Busch Gardens is closing the coaster and with so little warning, because this really does still have a valuable place in the park. Unfortunately, the SeaWorld and Busch Gardens parks have been ravaged by Hillpath Capital, a private equity firm that holds a controlling stake in the company,
Aw.
and is running the parks into the ground.
That sucks.
through cutting staffing, cutting park hours, pushing non-functioning park apps, charging outrageous prices for food, and having the audacity to hide 5% surcharges into orders and merchandise sales, it's clear that the park experiences are no longer prioritized. The current roadmap for the parks is mostly focused on coasters and the occasional thrilling flat ride, because these are relatively cheap investments for the intended.
You know what really sucks? It's like you just can't have these experiences anymore. Everybody's been priced out of everything. And yeah, I experienced it. My kids got to experience some of it, but nobody else will. It's all fucked.
While I've had positive things to say about recent additions like Penguin Trek and Phoenix Rising, I still think that running the parks like Six Flags and trying to squeeze every cent you can out of park visitors will hurt them long term. Not that anyone in charge actually cares, but having grown up with these parks when Anheuser-Busch still operated them and made sure that they were well balanced with offerings for the whole family, it's frustrating to see them destroyed through such blatant short-sighted greed. While definitely not a family attraction, Scorpion was my first coaster with an inversion, and for myself and many others, was a really good first step into the bigger coasters that the park offers. By removing
my first real roller coaster was Kumba, as mentioned before. My first actual inversion was the swinging ship.
Scorpion, the park is not only removing a classic experience,
also
that
at
many
Busch
people love,
Gardens,
but it also feels like removing history in terms of both the park and the fact that Schwarzkopf has long been out of business, making their coasters rare. What makes this frustrating is that the coaster still runs well, and having spoken to one of the operators before it closed, it's apparently not too difficult to maintain and acquire parts for, which makes the closure seem really unnecessary.
It's in the middle of the park. They want the space. Chill.
The coaster always seems to have decent ridership, so it's not unpopular, and I have a feeling that it will likely be replaced with a flat ride in 2025. While Busch Gardens has not announced what will happen here, I do have a feeling that it won't be sold off and will probably be scrapped, which again is really disappointing because of its historic value.
Okay, I think we got it. All right, let's go real quick. Let's see if we can ride Space Mountain. Is this... Yes, this is the Disney version of it. Let me get the music queued up. Get the ride audio. Get the space tunnel. Scorpion was the only one you could ride till you were like 15. Hello, space tunnel. I am connected, right? Oh, I'm not connected. Why am I not connected? Reconnect. There we go. Well, you keep saying that you're super short. Were you tall enough to ride it? Like, I still, I thought you were of relatively normal height, but were you of a height requirement that you could ride like Kumba and stuff? It was like 42. I know Kumba is 54. At least it was 52 or 54. Scorpion, no way. There's no way Scorpion was a 42-inch height requirement. No, I gotta ride the ride. What am I doing? Let's focus. I know that like Soren is 40. Where's my rocket? Here we go. Space Mountain worked on their audio or on their ride audio at a time when people didn't like music. According to Google, it had a 42-inch requirement. Really, with an inversion. That's wild. Because over at, what is it? It's 44 to do Mission Space, or at least it was until they got some booster seat things, and now I think it's 36. I don't know. I haven't worked in attractions in a long time, so I'm the wrong person to ask. How many people have gotten on? This is the most people I've ever seen in Disney Minecraft. Only 4 foot at 14. That's 12, 14, 12, 24, 36, 48. 48 inches. There's stuff you could ride. Yeah, I don't think... Kumba, not yet. I like how it really captures how annoyingly loud it is. Until the ride actually starts going, and then all you hear is the Disney Quest style music. Maybe we're just wearing boots the whole time. Am I gonna shoot confetti out of my butt? I think that's about the best we're gonna get. I have that one Roar TV channel that's gonna be the confetti cannon. Also, I don't know why I keep riding Space Mountain. You can't see shit on this ride. You cannot see a single thing. And you can't even see better than I can. Like, you can't see anything. At least I can see barely something. Like, what can you possibly see? Nothing. There's nothing up there. Didn't it used to add an actual blind effect? What, in Minecraft? Welcome homes are creepy. They seem to do that when people first enter, which, you know, a little weird, but I don't know. It makes them happy, so I'm like, whatever. I don't interact with them. Warp Castle, I think, is where everybody's meeting. What time is it? It's 45. I am going to refill my drink. I will be right back. No ads.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start. And the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. We're dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. All the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. He got into a drifting bank, and then we got upset. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the fields of white on this happy
Kitty is asleep. That's okay. Oh my god, I hate this song. Jingle bell, jingle. Jesus, shut up. Also, it isn't even accurate. There's supposed to be little white dots all around that look like stars. Little white dots right there. Also, you could see the people who decided to pay them the $5 or whatever for flights. I paid them, I don't remember how much it was. It was too much. But I think I've gotten my enjoyment out of it. You guys ready for the new year? Oh, gotcha. Also, why am I on monitor capture? Get out of here. I need to be on this screen. There we go. Is this the right? There we go. Excuse me. As long as we're waiting, could take a look at the idea of resolutions. Hold on. Where's my notepad? Now that I finally turned off monitor capture, I need to turn it right back on. Stop doing that. Where's my Minecraft keeps disappearing? Fine, whatever. Alright. So obviously my first main resolution is the is the movies. The movie tier list is my primary resolution. Movie tier list. Or actually not in tier list. The movie list. I think I need to... Part of me wants to make a resolution. I feel like I want to start writing again. Can I can't compete with AI. It's a different world of writing. But I kind of miss getting a lot of money. And I like it when I get money. And I'm still getting money. So I'm like... People are still buying it. So what am I talking about? No one wants AI writing. I don't know. I don't think people do, but I don't think people recognize yet, based on everything I've seen. Also, that's the problem, though. I was getting drowned out before when people were just shitting out 4 stories a day. It's like, I can't write that fast. I've got a full-time job. I've got a wife and kids. That said, maybe I will put on there, like, how about, like, 200 words a day? I could do 500. 250 words a day. If this is just every single day, I think 250 words a day is reasonable. It's not late. The show is only 8.5 minutes long, so it needs to be a very specific time to be accurate. Are we... We're going to have a fucked up New Year's time because they're going to screw it up in Minecraft, aren't they? Oh my god. Can I move this chat to be slightly out of my screen? Height. 112, 113, good enough. There we go. Get it off the screen a little bit. Ooh, you aren't wrong about the amount of people going nuts with the spam of Welcome Home. I'm going to turn the music up a tiny bit. So, I mean, I know it's not exactly the most thrilling way to spend your New Year's Eve, but what else do people do for New Year's Eve? Watch the fucking ball? Ball sucks.
Legend has it that to this day she still flies over this magical land of fantasy.
If anyone has the ball on another screen, let me know if it falls.
That if you wish hard enough and believe strong enough,
in fact, here,
Tinkerbell will soar
I'll help.
high above the magic kingdom and light our fantasy.
Actually, I
in the
can't.
sky.
Never mind. That joke won't work. Sucks balls? Probably. Hey, there goes Tinkerbell. You guys like my skin? I have a duck skin. What time is it? It's 53. It's going to be... God Christ, it would be so funny to me if they messed up the timing. Oh, I really hope the timing is messed up. I don't think they will, because I have a feeling that this is the kind of group of people that would test this out 1 billion times. So what are the funniest things that could happen in the next 7 minutes? The internet goes out, they screw up the time, both. Do we need the website for music? /audio idiot. /audio moron. One of my favorite things to do when I watch in the chat is watching how many of these kids desperately want to be Disney Minecraft moderators. People come in, it's like, how do I get to Splash Mountain? And somebody comes in, just do Warp Splash. So that's just what I like to do. I just like to help. Why does it say I've only been live for an hour? Did I like properly lose connection at some point? I'm connected to an Illinois server, so I'm testing it out. Miami sucks. Atlanta sucks. Texas sucks. All of the servers for Twitch suck. Illinois, that's where you're moving? You're moving to Illinois, Glorp? When are you moving to Illinois? Chicago is a terrible place, but it's basically where all the Midwest main servers are. Maybe I should look at Chicago. I'm testing out all the servers because I'm like, Twitch is the only thing that screws up on my internet. Like, it only seems to be Twitch. Moving to Chicago sometime, maybe in March. Congratulations. Get out of this. Get out of this state. Especially since you live even closer to the water. Even in the direst of circumstances, and Florida turns into an archipelago, Central Florida is okay. Not so much the West Coast, so yeah, definitely get out. I hope you like massive amounts of corruption. Yeah, is he moving to America? Yeah, exactly. You mean... According to... Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What does that say? According to my research. According to my research, this was not the show that was at the original Disney. The part of state that's owned entirely by Florida. I didn't actually see the aftermath of that thing I sent to the political channel, but yeah, Disney, no problems with Reedy Creek, despite all the horse shit. Despite all the horse shit they've said about, Disney's been abusing the system the whole time. What do you know? It's been better than Florida's ever done. And there's your politics talk for the evening. Just as a reminder, guys, future state 2025, we're simplifying. We're making things better. We're making things easier. Things that piss me off, please stop doing them. I'm not speaking to anyone specifically. I'm speaking to the whole world. Don't piss me off. Please. I beg of you. I won't ban you unless you're a terrible person. But I might not want to see some things in the future. That's all I'm saying. Like, more governors of Illinois in recent history have resigned due to corruption than any other reason combined. Well, that's good. That means, well, not good, but... 1 second. It's good that at least they're being kicked out.
Boy, that was swell. Say, Minnie, what time is it?
I hope the time's fucked up.
Did somebody say it's
How's the time?
Gorge, should I flip the switch now, Mickey? Not quite yet, pal, but it won't be long now. Let's see, yep, just a few more minutes till we start the countdown to the new year. Oh, gosh, I can
Mickey?
hardly wait.
Oh, Mickey, me too. And I can't imagine a better way to celebrate.
What do you mean
the
minutes?
kingdom of all of these nice people
Please be
right
fucked
in the
up.
Magic Kingdom. Oh, what a special moment in time.
Time? Is it time? Now, Gorge. Take it easy there, Goofy. We still have plenty of time. Oh, no we don't. Goofy, this is it. Start the countdown clock. All right.
Here we go, guys. Start the timeout clock. Where is it? Where's my... Do I have my 10-minute timer?
It's time to
Joke ruined. Never mind.
for the new year. Are you ready? Okay, then. Here we go.
9, 8... You're 3 minutes... You're 3 seconds early. Whatever. Close enough. Happy New Year, guys. Yay. Who fucking cares about the New Year? Yay. Happy New Year. That deserves a Thanatos button. That deserves a bunger. That deserves a whole bunch of pointing. We got 2025 is going to be a fantastic year. We got games coming up. We got Spore coming up in a few days. We've got the Boink tier list, the tier list where we find out if any of the Disney characters have had sex. I almost said something way more lewd. We've got Leisure Suit Larry coming up. We've got Cat Quest 2 coming up. We got all sorts of shit. It's going to be a year of excitement and celebration. I'm looking forward to it. You should look forward to it. My timing is off. Do we have some more fireworks? That was awesome, says Azan Art 1018. You can see fireworks from the monitor room. I can't see shit because I'm in a closet.
Oh, boy, that was some show, wasn't it, gang?
The dead silence.
Yeah, talk about exciting. Gosh, we sure hope that all of you enjoyed Fantasy in the Sky as much as we did. Oh, and we hope to see you again real soon, don't we, gang?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Give it to me, babe. Shut up. All right, I think I'm going to wake up my wife real quick, give her a kiss on the face. And I think that was a fun stream. Thank you guys so much. It really does mean a lot to me that you were hanging out with me. I don't care if I was your 8th tab. I don't care if you were, you know, donating a bunch of money to charity while you were watching me. You were still here. You were still talking to me. You were still cared, and that's really appreciated. I mean that honestly. It's going to be a great year, guys. I love you all. Say it back. Bye. Happy New Year.
Thanks for your time. Have a good day.